This is chapter number 16, Development of Organism and Continuity of Life. We are looking at the reproduction in plants. We have discussed about the comparison or differences between asexual and sexual reproduction in plants in our previous lessons. We also saw some of the artificial methods of vegetative propagation. In this lecture, we are continuing with these methods with cutting and tissue culture. These are the two techniques by which we can propagate plants by vegetative means. Then we will also see the advantages of vegetative propagation. We saw in our previous lesson that vegetative propagation means that it is the growth of a new plant from any part of an old plant other than the seeds. So we don't have to use the seeds. We can use any vegetative part of the plant, of an older plant or the parent plant, and we can generate a newer plant from that part by simple mitosis or by simple asexual reproduction, which would happen in those cells of the plant. We saw the technique of cutting in our previous lesson. We also saw the marcoting process and layering. Grafting we also saw. And now in today's lesson, we have to focus on tissue culture and cutting also. Sorry, I didn't tell you about cutting in the previous lesson. Cutting is actually cutting the stem just below the node of the parent plant. We will take a parent plant and we will cut the stem of it just below the node or the growing point. Then we will put that cutting of that plant into the suitable soil, provided that all the necessary conditions for growth are available there. There is ample amount of water and nutrients provided to the plants so that roots can develop to form a newer plant. This happens in sugarcane and oleander, where these two plants are taken. Their stems are cut just below the node and they are placed into a separate soil place where they will generate roots and give rise to an identical offspring, since they have grown through the process of mitosis. And this is a diagram to show to help you understand what cutting is. We just took a parent plant, we made a cut with the help of a blade into the stem of the parent plant just below the node, and we place this cutting into a separate pot where soil or compost was there, providing the suitable condition for the growth of this newer plant, which would be identical to its parent because it is growing through asexual reproduction. This is the method of tissue culture. It's a technique where we try to grow the plant in the lab, provided all the necessary conditions for growth in artificial manner. We will take some actively dividing cells from near the tip of the root from the parent plant. Then we will place these cells in dishes which would be containing culture medium. This culture medium would contain all the necessary nutrients for the growth of the plant, and they may contain some growth hormones as well. Provided suitable conditions of temperature, these dishes will be covered to prevent the drying of these dishes, to keep the moisture there. These cells will divide. Some of them would modify into roots and some of them would modify into the cells of the shoots. These plantlets are then transferred to compost, which develop into identical copies of their original parent plant. Here in the diagram, I have tried to show you what tissue culture technique looked like. We took a parent plant and we took some actively dividing cells, keeping the sterilized conditions, and this group of cell is then placed into the nutrient medium, which contains all the necessary elements for the growth of these cells. These cells, when divide actively, will give rise to growing mass of plant cells, which are called callus, and then these calluses are made to develop more by transferring them into compost or nutrient medium for further development. So, what are the advantages of these vegetative propagation by artificial means? We can use these technique on larger scales for commercial purposes because of the fact that these processes are profitable. They give you much yield in lesser time, since the process of asexual reproduction is quite quicker compared to sexual reproduction. So since all these processes are profitable and are quick, not only these two advantages, the major advantage is that the results are quite guaranteed. They are quite certain, since the daughter cells or the daughter plant is identical genetically to their parent cells. So we are sure of the qualities or characteristics that would be passed on to the next generation. There will be no genetic variability. There is no variation in the offspring. So we will be sure of all the qualities and the characteristic that we will have in the daughter plants. They would be identical to the parent one. So it is a very good advantage in vegetative propagation that the results are quite certain and the qualities are guaranteed.